How's everybody doing? My name is Kurt Friedrich and I'm the owner-driver for CFRacing, and welcome to our 8th pre-race video of the 2025 racing season. First off, I want to thank our sponsors, Jim's by Denny on eBay. Jim's by Denny on eBay is an online sales website. Basically, they sell cheap loose gemstones and cheap loose settings for customers who want to put a little bit of their customized touch and a little bit of their personalized touch to their jewelry pieces. So please check out their website for their wide variety of jewelry pieces. Also, TNT Stocks, that's a YouTube page that I started this year. Basically, it is a day trading video of a live simulation of day trading. So if you're interested in stocks and the stock market and that sort of thing, please check out the YouTube page for some useful information. And also Quick Signs. Quick Signs is they print out the decals and the stickers for the go-kart. I think they do a great job, and it's actually kind of hard to find people to do some of these smaller stickers that I do. And every time I reach out to them and ask them for help, they do a great job and always helping me with my needs. So I'm glad to help promote their business. All right, so oh yeah, and last but not least, I'll put the links to all these in the description below. Alright, so with all that being said, let's go ahead and start talking about the race this weekend. This weekend we're going down to Margarettsville Speedway. This is the last VDKA race of the 2025 racing season. We're going to race Hobby 375 points and Hobby 375 Pro. I've raced there a couple times last year. This will be the first time I'm racing. Well, last year I raced there with the clone. This will be the first time I'm racing there with the Ducar motor, so not really sure what to expect. So kind of like the last few races that we've been doing, it's really just going to kind of go down there, see where we're at on things with this track, have some fun, learn some stuff, and do well. So yeah, looking forward. And also, Margarettsville is a very challenging track anyhow. When we raced there last year, I found it very difficult, but that challenge, I really enjoyed that challenge. While I didn't do very well there with the clone, it was still pretty fun racing there, and yeah, like I said, pretty challenging. Alright, so what we've been working on, I actually got another list just for that, for various tasks, since we had a week off. So I'll just go down the list. At the track, at Tri-County, my low battery indicator was going off in the last race, so replaced the battery in the tack. Right side Zeus fastener on the go-kart was pretty damaged from previous impacts. The Zeus fastener itself was broken, and the spring that it connects to on the inside of the body was wearing out, so we replaced those. We played with camber at the track, so put this go-kart on the stand last night, or not, oh, yeah, was it last night? No, yeah, last night. Put the kart on the stands and kind of was just going back and forth on that adjustment just to see how much of what we did, how much that actually did change the camber on the go-kart. Also, steering column, the steering wheel was getting a little bit loose last week on the track, so I worked that to try and get it tightened up. I think I did that as well. And also, steering columns on these things always kind of work their way loose, so that happened at the track last week too, so we got that tightened back up. Also, the tire that we had, there's a few races ago at Capital City, I talked about how I set the wrong tire pressures on one of the tires. Well, Vindication, same thing happened at Tri-County, so it was not actually me setting tire pressure wrong. The tire did have a leak in it. These Reaper tires do kind of leak anyhow, but not that quickly. So I took the tire off the wheel, cleaned the wheel up a little bit, looked at the tire, gave it an inspection to see how, if there's anything noticeable there, put it back on. I checked it the other night, it was leaking. I pumped it full of air to try and size the tire. I checked it last night and it wasn't leaking any more than normal, so hopefully I got it fixed. We'll put it to the test this weekend and see. The flat tire we had from when we got spun out last weekend, we got that fixed and mounted back up on its wheel. And then working on replacing some of the older maxi tires. We've been running in practice. And then last but not least, fixing the canopy again from the piece that broke a few weeks ago, well, a few months ago out at Albemarle. I reworked that to make that a little bit stronger, beef it up a little bit, and have a repair with it. Still a few little ins and outs I got to do with it, but yeah. So the various tasks we've been busy over the past week. Oh, and also working on Tad's go-kart, the old Seraph that I used to run, doing little bits here and there with the front suspension, getting some stuff sanded and ready to paint and bolted onto that chassis. And then of course, race preparations for the race, normal race preparations for the race this weekend. So while we had a week off, it was still pretty busy last few weeks, but a lot of progress being made. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about our goals for this weekend. Our goals are to be competitive, be consistent, and finish up front. That's pretty much been our goals every weekend. It's kind of sound like a broken record. The reason for that is because we really haven't been meeting those goals. We have a few weekends, but not on a regular basis, not to where I'm satisfied to say that we can check the block on those. So that's our plan for this weekend, and all we can do is go out there and try things out and see how we do. Areas that we want to improve. These are really more now just kind of testing to see what it feels like in the go-kart. Last time at Tri-County, we played around with the rear hub, played around with the camber. This week we're going to play around with the camber again, and also play around with the caster. And it's really just kind of, I'm probably going to play with it in qualifying and practice. Really just kind of see how it feels in the go-kart when you make those changes. I'll probably really put everything back to where it is for the race, and then just play with tires. So yeah, that's what we're looking at going into the race this weekend. So again, expecting to run well. Mainly just go out there and learn some stuff and have some fun. That's the main thing I want out of the weekend, is come back and say that we had some fun with it. Alright, so with all that being said, we'll start wrapping this up by again thanking our sponsors. First off, if anybody's interested in getting a little bit more exposure for your brand, we'd be glad to put your decal and your logo here on the front of the go-kart, also on the side of the trailer for many other people to see as we're driving down the interstate. Get a lot of eyes on it that way. And also just remember, you're not just putting a sticker on our go-kart, you're also considered a member of our team, and we'd be happy to help promote your business and bring more exposure to your brand. Also, thanking Gems by Danny on eBay, T&T Stocks, Quick Signs for their continued support. Also want to thank Ryan Hargis. He came out again this week, helped me out with the go-kart. He's one that was helping me with checking the camber and a few other various things with the go-kart as well. And last but not least, I want to thank my wife Malou for all her help between the races, at the racetrack, and last but not least, filming these videos. And then again, Black Hat Speed for the power that they give us on the engines that we get from them. So yeah, that's all we got for this weekend. We'll be back in a few days for the post-race video. Until then, don't forget to subscribe, comment, rate, share, all of the above. See you in a few days. Until then, take it easy.